Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us today. I am NIN Desai, and I will be your host. I started my professional career at Merrill Lynch with their private client group. At Merrill, we managed portfolios of high net worth individuals. While it was great to trade stocks and bonds, I always was curious about how these companies went public. Thus, after business school, I joined Pacific Crest Securities. PCS is a tech-focused investment bank with a global presence focused on software, communications, semiconductors, internet digital media, and others. Here are a few transactions I worked on at PCS. In 2005, IPOs were at the peak, and it was amazing to take all these companies public. But that led to another question. How do VCs know what companies to invest in and which ones to take public? Thus, I joined Alpha Capital Partners. Alpha is a generalist fund with about $135 million of assets under management. My most recent transaction at Alpha was Circa, a software as a service provider company. The 2008 financial meltdown led to a liquidity crisis for entrepreneurs, companies, LPs, VCs. Fewer IPOs in the market means no exit for VCs, no return for LPs, and as a result, venture funds were on a decline. No new funding means less startup funding, lower employment, slow economic growth. Thus, on April 2, 2012, the Jumpstart Our Business Startup Act, or the JOBS Act, was introduced, which enables crowdfunding for all Americans. And that's how NIN Ventures, or NIN.VC, came into existence. NIN.VC is a crowdfunded technology venture capital firm that is offering membership interests under the JOBS Act and Regulation D of the U.S. Securities Act of 1933. NIN.VC is a unique and first-of-its-kind attempt to bring venture capital retail and give people the freedom to directly invest in a fund with the amount of their choice. This also leads to a better financial reward system. This offering is being made via general solicitation and general advertising, which is permitted by Rule 506C as contemplated by Title II of the JOBS Act. This rule came into effect September 23, 2013, and we were the first ones to go live with the website and videos about our fund. NIN Ventures also became the first venture fund to be seen on a billboard, which was followed by in-taxi ads and other social media facilitated marketing. You can learn more about us on our Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, NIN Ventures TV, etc. Since then, NIN.VC has been the recipient of numerous awards. I have also been awarded 2015 CEO of the Year Illinois for innovation and contribution to the venture capital and private equity industry, including Private Equity Fund Manager of the Year for 2017 by Corporate America. NIN Ventures also got awarded Technology VC Fund of the Year for 2017 by Wealth and Finance International. So what does NIN.VC invest in? NIN.VC invests in 3D printing, fourth industrial revolution, cloud computing, education software, and other path-breaking sectors within the United States. At NIN.VC, it all starts with a disruptive technology. A disruptive technology is an innovation that changes the way an existing industry functions and creates a new value network, displacing earlier technologies or ways of doing business, just like how we're disrupting the venture capital industry. At NIN.VC, we invest in an entrepreneur. We invest in an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs build companies and not the other way around. Being an entrepreneur is the hardest job in the world. An entrepreneur faces various challenges when it comes to taking their disruptive technologies to market. The few attributes that we look for in an entrepreneur is the ability to dream big, experience and expertise in the industry, ability to communicate with the team and outside, flexibility to adapt to a fast-changing environment, and certain personality traits like being focused, dedicated, disciplined, and working hard to accomplish their goals. As long as the company has certain ingredients like a good management team, a disruptive technology, a viable product, a revenue-generating strategy that form a basic foundation that leads to long-term success. We at NIN.VC like to invest in companies that are going to stand the test of time. The market is flooded with various funding options, ranging from angels to VCs to crowdfunding. So how does one know which option to pick? I come an entrepreneur family, so I can speak on their behalf. Entrepreneurs are brave and courageous bunch that are determined to change the way an existing industry functions. On that journey, they need a lot more than just financing. They need guidance or domain expertise, help with PR and marketing, recruiting, viable exit strategy, more often follow-up financing, which crowdfunding portals are not able to support. On the other hand, crowdfunding exposed investors to a whole new asset class which the normal population never had the knowledge or expertise to invest in. About 99% of startups fail, and on top of that, low minimum investments like $1,000 does not give them a say or a board seat, putting investors at a high degree of risk. At NIN.VC, we solved all those issues. NIN.VC provides diversification. We take board seat on all our investment and lend the necessary support that an entrepreneur needs to build a company like they would get at a traditional venture capital fund. And we're also in a position to gauge and be a part of the valuation process when it comes to addressing dilution and follow-up financing rounds. However, the most important part that investors care about is the ability to direct invest and enjoy direct returns, which is not the case with a traditional venture capital fund. What are multiple ways of investing with NIN.VC? There are a wide range of options when it comes to investing in the NIN Ventures Technology QP fund. For example, checkings and savings, defined benefits, self-directed IRA, digital currencies. Self-directed is a descriptive term that is used to describe how some IRA providers administer the assets to hold. With self-directed IRA, client controls what the IRA invests in. Self-directed IRA allows investors to hold alternative assets within their tax-deferred retirement plans, such as private placement in venture capital. Like any IRA investment, self-directed IRA has built-in tax-deferred growth, and thus an individual will not pay capital gain taxes on the growth of the investment. The return will flow back to the self-directed IRA and will not be taxable to the account holder. A self-directed IRA allows true diversification that is otherwise not achievable in a standard IRA portfolio. To invest in NIN Ventures using self-directed IRA, you must first sign up on NIN.VC, verify that you are an accredited investor, establish an account with the interest group or a provider of your choice. Once the plan is established, you can complete the subscription process on NIN Ventures and proceed with the payments. We also let investors invest in our fund using defined benefit plan. A defined benefit plan is a retirement plan that can invest in a wide range of securities and investment products, including venture funds. Some of the advantages of investing from a defined benefit plan are all contributions made to the plan and subsequently invested are top-line tax deductible to the business, whether the business structure is sole proprietorship, an LLC, LLP, PC, C Corp, or an S Corp. The investment growth is tax-deferred under the umbrella of the defined benefit plan. The contribution might be significantly greater than that of the 401k profit-sharing plan to help increase the retirement savings of the business owner. To invest in NIN Ventures using a defined benefit plan, one must first sign up on NIN.VC, verify that they are an accredited investor. Next step is to establish a plan with Robin Weingart & Associates or a provider of your choice. Once the plan is established and the contributions is calculated, you can complete the subscription and payment process on NIN.VC. Digital currencies is emerging as a new form of alternative payments. We at NIN.VC understand the significance of this change and thus let digital currency owners, for example, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin, invest in NIN Ventures Technology QP fund. Now let's go through the investment process step by step in detail. The first step is to visit NIN.VC and sign up. Sign up is simple: first name, last name, email, password, and acknowledge that you are an accredited investor. Once you sign up, you get access to our marketing materials, that is PPM, investor presentation, and other suggested reading. You get invited to attend our calls and events like this one. You can also schedule a one-on-one meeting with us at our office or online via Skype. Once you decide to make an investment, accept the risk and disclosure statement that will explain what venture capital investment is. The next step is to verify accreditation. Once that is in order, it is only a matter of filing a subscription document and a W-9 form on NIN.VC. And the last payment is payment, and it's as simple as selecting the payment method and the amount you wish to invest. So, how can you be a part of NIN.VC? One must be an accredited investor and verify themselves as an accredited investor before they can invest in the NIN Ventures Technology QP fund. An accredited investor is an individual with an income of more than $200,000 per year, a joint income of $300,000 in each of the last 2 years, or has a net worth exceeding $1 million either individually or jointly with his or her spouse, excluding the primary residence. For entity, any trust with total assets in excess of $5 million qualifies. There are multiple ways to verify if you are an accredited investor. For an individual, it's income, asset, and third-party verification. For an entity, it's asset and third-party verification. Recently, the SEC approved Title III Jobs Act equity crowdfunding for non-accredited investor, which allows any U.S. citizen, regardless of income, to make direct investment via a crowdfunding portal. However, investment in a fund like ours is still limited to accredited investors. Given funds are a less riskier asset class compared to crowdfunding in companies directly, perhaps it's time to revisit their investor eligibility, alter the definition of accredited investor, and make crowdfunding available for everyone. Do let us know what you think about it. Please note, venture capital is a high-risk, high-reward investment vehicle, and we strongly recommend reviewing the other suggested reading on our website before making any investment decisions. Thank you for being on the call. Sign up on NIN.VC to begin your investment process, or feel free to reach us at contact@nin.vc to schedule a one-on-one meeting or with any other questions or material requests. Have a wonderful day and happy investing.